And we are set to go here at 149 pounds. It's a rematch of the 2014 NCAA final between Jason Tsirtsis of Northwestern, second Wildcat to wrestle tonight, against Josh Kindig of Oklahoma State. He's in the red, the second Cowboy to wrestle tonight. This one, overtime last year in the NCAA finals.
And another 1 versus 2.
Tsirtsis have won it last year as a freshman. Crown Point, Indiana native, but Kindig, much like McMullen, kind of a local match. Blue Mountain, Pennsylvania, about an hour and a half north of here, Lehigh Valley area. So gets an opportunity to wrestle in front of some of his home crowd. Or Tsirtsis from Crown Point, Indiana. Older brother Alex was an All-American at Iowa. So getting down to some of our big matches here, Nick. 149 national champion. This isn't a preview. This is a rematch, and it could be a preview.
I love the rematches of national championships. I mean, when you get that in the All-Star match, right after the next match you wrestle, after you win an NCAA title, is against the same guy. I love these types of matches. We had a few of those last year at the All Star Classic.
Coming up about on the halfway point here in period number 1. Along with Nick Garone, Jason Bryan here with you on this presentation of college wrestling. It's the NWCA All Star Classic. You're watching it here on Fox College Sports. The kickoff to the college season is here in a place suitable for the event, the Palestra, which means House of Wrestling.
House of Wrestling.
I'm going to open a pizza shop and call it House of Wrestling. Serve Greco-Romano pizza. You're from Long Island. You know a little bit about the pizza up there.
Let me tell you, some of the best pizza in the country.
All right. Yeah, pizza. We're talking cheesesteaks earlier. Minute to go, still scoreless, and this is kind of what I expected with these two. Your thoughts? I mean, you got a guy that you wrestled a high-pressure match, and it was really low scoring, high intensity. Now you're in a less intense situation. How do you think your mindset changes here, Nick?
Well, I think both of these guys want to win this match, especially Kindig after losing to Tsirtsis last year in the national finals. So I think his mindset is I got to be. I'm not going to stall, but I'm going to stay in good position. I'm going to look for the right shot. I think Tsirtsis has a little bit of pressure on him also. He was a freshman. He beat an upperclassman last year. So I think they're just still kind of like that little chess match going on. He wants to keep it close. I think you're going to see these guys open up in the second and third period a lot more than the first period.
You know, a lot of people looked at the draws, and some people were questioning certain seedings. You know, Tsirtsis won the Big Ten, did not get seated above a wrestler he beat in the Big Ten tournament, ended up going through a grind of a tournament, which ended up beating Drake Howdeshelt and Kendrick Maple, the returning champion. To get there, Kindig's draw opened up beautifully. He was the 11 seed. 3 got beat. 2 got beat. He was wrestling Mitch Minotti of Lehigh, the 15 seed in the semifinals, just to make the finals. So I think Kindig's out there going, hey, he's going to go out and prove, hey, I'm not a guy that just made the finals because things worked out well. He wants to prove he is that good.
Without a doubt. That's a great point, Jason. And you know Tsirtsis had such an epic run to the title last year. And you know what? If you look at it, you know, and nothing to take away from Kindig, but getting to the finals, that was one of his easier matches, even though, you know, Kindig's a very, very good wrestler. But, you know, you have the returning national champ. You beat him. You beat a couple other guys leading into that. So, nice shot. Nice shot by Tsirtsis. Can he finish here?
And Tim Shields gives the 2 for, remember, reaction time is gone. He got down to it, and Zach Esposito was like, hey. We're waiting to see what the situation is. Right now, the scoreboard leads. All right, so the fans behind us were saying wave it off. Now it's 2, definitely. Tsirtsis with a 2-1 lead after Kindig got the 1 for escaping at the beginning of the second.
And you know what? That was going through my mind. My mind was, it was iffy, but then he comes back in 2 feet. He takes him down, and that was a legitimate 2. Now it's a 2-point takedown, no matter how you cut it.
Minute to go, riding time approaching 1 minute for Jason Tsirtsis, and we got a stalemate, says referee Tim Shields.
You know, a lot of big name sponsors here, you know, supporting this event today. Flips Wrestling does so much for the sport of wrestling. You know, you got Brute out there doing a wonderful job. You know, Adidas has a presence here. You know, there's a lot of different companies out there that have really supported the sport of wrestling over the last few months, well, years and years, but the last 6 months especially, since last year we had that little scare with the Olympics.
Riding time now up over 1 minute, 45 seconds to go. You see, again, the count is the referee started a count as Tsirtsis hung on the ankle on the restart, and since then he has readjusted his grip. 30 seconds to go. Here in the second period, again, 149 pounds, a rematch of last year's NCAA championship final. With the leg into the far side is Tsirtsis. Now, riding in this position, Nick, when the top man's got your leg trapped up like that.
You know, I mean, you really just got to come up slow. You got to get those knees together and try to get out of that position. But that's a tough situation to get out of, especially if a guy keeps just riding you on that. But you got to, right now, he knee slided out of that, did a little short knee slide. And, I mean, that's the best you could do. But that's such a frustrating, when you wrestle somebody that is good with legs and good on top, and you get that leg in there and you get flattened out and you're riding that parallel position, it is so frustrating. I can't even tell you.
So now here, 147, a riding time in favor of Tsirtsis. He's going to start down third period with a 2-1 lead, so can't get complacent here, Nick.
No, it's 3-1 with riding time, and you know, now Kindig's got to go for it. Now he's got to come after him. Good. Now this is what we were speaking about earlier. Now he's got to open up. He's got to come after Tsirtsis or he's not going to win, and there's really nothing to lose.
Oh, bad shot by Tsirtsis. Oh, and he almost paid for it. Kindig was really close to coming around.
He had that nice little short drag, and Tsirtsis is just so quick and got great hips, got his hips out of it, and defended well. But I'll tell you that anybody else, I would say 95% of the guys out there would have lost that takedown to Kindig.
What about 100% of the broadcasters in here? I can definitely attribute to 50% of them. 1:12 to go. Here in the third period, a 3-1 lead, but riding time still looming there for Jason Tsirtsis. So hard not to, I'm just his brother's name keeps coming to the tip of my tongue. As you hear announcer Brian Hazard alert the crowd here at the Palestra, which means House of Wrestling, if we haven't told you already. 1 minute to go. Here at 149. Had some great matches thus far. Seen 2 number 1s get beat. We've had an overtime match. Nothing in the way of blowouts, but with high level wrestlers like this, you wouldn't expect to see too many blowouts. No bonus points. 30 to go, and we'll get a stalemate, potentially dangerous.
I mean, even with the Gwizdowski and the McMullen match, that was a really close match except for one move at the end of the period. I mean, so they were all 4-2, 4-3, 5-2, 5-3 overtime.
Stall warning, and I guess Tsirtsis can afford to take one here.
You got 19 seconds left. You got to wrestle smart.
Yeah, riding time is assured at this point. Double unders for Tsirtsis. And a freshman national champion last year. Good sweep single there in short time. Kindig going to try to counter and go behind, but too little too late. It's going to be a point for riding time, and it will be a 4-1 victory for returning NCAA champion for Northwestern, Jason Tsirtsis.